Regulation is one of the tools that governments use to achieve a specific policy outcome. It comprises 5 broad stages, which we've presented as the DREAM framework. This video will look at the evaluate stage. When designing regulations, we often come up with a few options. We then need to decide which option is the most worthwhile by analysing each one's impact and cost. But since we're analysing the option before it's enacted, we should first estimate its impact and cost through forecasting. Extrapolative forecasting uses data trends from the past to forecast what will happen in the future. While top-down forecasting uses formal models to forecast. Bottom-up forecasting gathers inputs from stakeholders. Often, a combination of techniques is used. For example, if we wanted to estimate the impact and cost of regulatory options for workplace safety, we could use extrapolative forecasting to estimate the future costs of accidents. We use bottom-up forecasting to find out how the options would impact employers and employees. This information will then feed into top-down forecasting, where we estimate the administrative costs of complying with the options. After forecasting the option's impact and cost, the next step is to evaluate the option's potential impact through impact analysis. There are 3 techniques we can use. Cost-benefit analysis is used when all elements can be measured in monetary costs and benefits. For workplace safety regulations, it would measure costs like additional training and benefits such as savings in healthcare fees. Cost-effectiveness analysis is used when costs can be measured in monetary terms and when benefits can be quantified but not in monetary terms. For an example of regulations requiring all preschool teachers to complete a standard diploma, it would measure costs like the fees for training and benefits which can be quantified but not monetized, such as the improvement in performance. Although we could take steps to quantify these improvements in monetary terms, doing so will take cost and effort that is out of proportion to the exercise. Multi-criteria analysis is used to judge the option according to how it ranks among multiple criteria. For service standards on maximum queue durations, one criterion could be feasibility. Another could be effectiveness, which could be gauged through surveys on customer satisfaction. How should we decide which technique to use when we evaluate our regulatory options? There are 3 key questions to keep in mind. These 3 questions form a decision tree. Let's go through it using one of our earlier examples. Returning to diplomas on preschool teachers, is the regulation a high-impact one? Yes. Can you quantify the regulatory cost in monetary terms? Yes. How about the regulatory benefits? No. Then we can use CEA to evaluate the option. After completing the impact analysis, we can select the regulatory option which is the most worthwhile. Here's a recap of what we've covered. We hope this video has given you a clear overview of the evaluate stage.
Created using Powtoon.